Hello, and thanks for purchasing the LDG Electronics AT600 Pro II. This part of the AT600 Pro II instructional video series will cover installation and use of the optional M600 external analog meter. The M600 is a great addition to your AT600 Pro II tuner. It displays either forward or reflected power or SWR in real time. The front panel of the M600 features a 4.5-inch diagonal backlit analog meter movement. Push buttons for selecting the meter scale, display mode, and displayed RF parameter, and LEDs to indicate the status of each of these selections. A zero adjust screw under the meter movement allows adjustment of meter zero. The rear panel features a jack that connects to the AT600 Pro II and a trimmer potentiometer that adjusts backlight intensity. Installation of the M600 is quick and easy. First, unplug the DC power plug from the AT600 Pro II. Plug one end of the supplied 4-pin mini DIN cable into the jack marked meter on the rear of the AT600 Pro II. Plug the other end of the cable into the jack marked tuner on the rear of the M600. Reinsert the DC power plug into the jack marked power on the rear of the tuner. Before we begin using the M600, we also need to zero the meter and calibrate the full-scale reading. To zero the meter, adjust the zeroing screw on the front panel using a flat blade screwdriver until the needle rests exactly on 0. With the AT600 Pro II turned off, press and hold the scale and meter buttons at the same time and turn on the AT600 Pro II. The LEDs on the M600 will blink to indicate it is in full scale setting mode. Press the scale button or meter button to increase or decrease the full scale position of the needle. When the needle rests exactly on 600 watts, press the peak button to save the setting. Using a small screwdriver, adjust the brightness of the backlight with the brightness adjustment pot on the rear of the M600. When the brightness is set as you like it, you are ready to begin using the M600. The M600 displays either forward power, reflected power, or SWR. To choose which parameter to display, simply press the meter button repeatedly until the appropriate choice is shown. Here, the M600 is showing forward power. You can repeatedly press the scale button to toggle between the 0 to 100 watt scale and the 0 to 600 watt scale. When transmitting through the AT600 Pro II, the M600 displays in real time the selected parameter. QRL is this frequency in use. You can toggle between average or peak display mode by pressing the peak button. As you just saw in peak mode, the needle hovers for a moment at the most recent maximum value. Peak mode is useful in voice modes such as sideband. Average mode is handy in CW or digital modes. Note that you can even set peak on the M600 while setting average on the AT600 Pro II, or vice versa. This concludes the fourth and final part of the AT600 Pro II video series. Be sure to read your M600 Owner's Manual and your AT600 Pro II Owner's Manual to get the most out of your meter and tuner.